Move the chair right back. Do everything I'm supposed to do first. Alright, okay. Just getting it tweeted out, guys. Give me a second. Right, just quickly make sure it's went out. If I don't do that, then sometimes it doesn't register as having gone out. Right, we're good to go. Let's get loaded in. Let me fix that. I'm going to sit my phone there in case I miss any. Got a big bottle of juice, but I've had to put it away over there because it's a big bottle and you can see the brand, so we'll keep it out there. Right, so we spoke to them.
I'll stay here to watch over Miss Locke.
Oh, kind of on the loud side. Sorry, guys. Alright, okay. So where were we going then? Interrogate the suspects in the dining car. Sure thing, we can do that. The dining car, I'm not sure if it's going to be the... Hang on, I can't see my curtains sort of fell in front of my phone there. There, I've got it. Right, this is the bar, which we don't want. We want the dining car, which is probably the restaurant, or this one here. No, this is another bar.
I should go and interview the passengers in the restaurant car.
So he's calling it the restaurant. I just wondered what those two were doing at the till there.
The passengers who agreed to come and talk to you are assembled, Poirot. Mr. Masterman is already here to answer your questions.
Perfect. Thank you, my friend. Sit down, Monsieur Masterman, please.
Thank you.
Oh, I do like his vest and blazer. Nice shade
Does
of
the
green.
name Cassetti mean anything to you?
No. Should it?
Have you heard of the Armstrong kidnapping case?
Of course. It was all over the news a few years ago.
Your employer's real name is Cassetti. He was the man behind that kidnapping.
Mr. Ratchet was... He murdered that poor little girl?
Mr. McQueen, the man you worked for is a kidnapper named Cassetti.
What? What kidnapping?
He murdered his victim, a child named Daisy Armstrong.
The Armstrong kidnapping?
You had no idea of Monsieur Ratchet's real name?
Damn skunk!
Why are you so upset?
My father was the district attorney who handled I saw Mrs. Armstrong.
Excuse me. Hey, Scott, welcome in.
She was a lovely woman, so gentle.
We're going to have a nice evening of streams tonight. We're starting with this one. Then I'm going to play some more Last of Us and then round off the night with some RDR2.
He didn't deserve to live.
Madame Olson, have you heard of the Daisy Armstrong case?
No, I've never heard of it.
It was only 2 years ago. It was famous.
Maybe so, but it was not famous in Spain, where I have been helping the refugees from Africa.
You've never heard the name Daisy Armstrong?
No, never.
Daisy Armstrong? No.
No.
No! No!
Yes. It was all over the English tabloids before I went to Jordan. A horrific crime that claimed the lawfully accused nanny. That's right, isn't it?
Quite so.
I thought the culprit had been punished.
Some might say that the culprit was punished last night.
Oh, my heavens.
May I ask you a few more questions?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
You were in Jordan?
Yes, I was an English tutor there to the children of a high official. Until recently.
Okay.
You read about the crime, as you said, in the tabloids.
Yes, that's right. For weeks, news of the royal family was eclipsed.
Have you ever been to the United States, mademoiselle?
No, never. Jordan was really my first trip abroad.
What is your relationship to Captain Arbuthnot?
Who?
A former soldier traveling with us. You must have met him.
Ah, yes, I met him on the platform in Istanbul. We only had a brief exchange of pleasantries, nothing more. British Reserve and all that.
Ah, the British Reserve. Yes, with this I am familiar.
Which of these sentences contains a lie? I met him on the Istanbul train platform. Oh, we only had a brief discussion. I don't talk to strangers in general. I was an English tutor in Jordan. I'm trying to think, was she talking to him at Istanbul? I think she was. But whether that was the first time she ever met him or not, I don't know. We only had a brief discussion. Possibly. I don't talk to strangers in general. Yet, was it not her that was giving out painkillers? Let's try that one.
She may be telling the truth.
All right,
but
okay,
I
it's not
cannot
that.
be certain. I know there is a clue somewhere to prove.
Oh, it must be one of the first two. But these are so vague, though.
She's lying, but why?
So it's the very first one, after all. I met him on Istanbul. So yeah, probably not the first time she
Are
met
you
him.
sure everything you have told me is accurate, Mademoiselle Debenham?
Of course.
Select the element that proves she's lying. Oh, the earring at the hotel. That may be it. Yeah. Uh-oh.
Mademoiselle, I know that you met Captain Arbuthnot at the Tokatlian Hotel.
You were spying on me.
I am very attentive to my
PTW never played this game and no manual guys.
Well, it's your word against mine.
Well, there's a couple of times I've had to refer to the guide because this is a blind playthrough. But we're giving it our best shot anyway.
I also discovered one of your earrings. Whatever your relationship may be to the good captain, I doubt it has anything to do with British Reserve. You will not tell me your secret, mademoiselle?
I can't. I don't know what you mean.
Poirot, Miss Debenham's got nothing to do with this business. Nothing. Do you hear?
Oh, shit. Well, we bend it. Yeah, he's going to aim high, so let's bend down.
Archie, stop.
Captain,
I know Kung Fu
this
trophy
behavior
end.
is unworthy of an officer and a gentleman.
Leave her alone. Have you no honor?
Archie, we should go.
Captain Arbuthnot, I am certain you are a brave soldier, but you are a poor actor. The truth is that
You're Miss Debenham's lover.
your relationship with Miss Debenham is beyond doubt, Captain. Your reaction was apparently that of a man trying to protect the woman he loves. I might understand that if your relationship were some cleverly disguised secret, but it is not. You make puppy dog eyes at one another at every opportunity. You cannot hide your love. Everybody knows.
I advise you to stop with your accusations, Mr. Poirot. I'm going to escort Miss Debenham back to her compartment. Make of that what you will.
Oh, they're definitely together.
Mademoiselle Debenham are obviously
But one of them could be
adamant
married,
about
and that's
not
why they're trying to
revealing
keep
their
it a secret.
relationship. But this scene convinced me there is more that is not so obvious.
This murder has everyone on edge. In my 25-year career, I have never seen such madness aboard the Orient
His missing
Express.
button stands out like a sore thumb, so I don't know if it's a red herring or not.
Train ride
And we're looking for two killers.
We have other clues
One
to
that's
pursue.
killed
do
the
you have in
guy,
mind?
I'm now level
and the
32
other ones
already.
came in after
Homeland
he's been
has
dead,
your
thought he was
medicine
sleeping, and basically killed him
The
again. So,
handkerchief found near the body. Who does that belong
well
to?
done.
Witnessed has not put you off the scent.
Far from it, my friend. Will you return to your watch over Mademoiselle Locke?
Yes, I will. Dr. Constantine can probably use a break.
Good.
Au revoir, Poirot.
I've got a feeling she's going to be another victim. Right, the watch broken at 1:15 a.m. The embroidered handkerchief. The letter H was on it. Oh, you can see it on the
That
picture
was
at the top,
easy.
actually. Right. Mrs. Hubbard's got to be the handkerchief owner. Let me just check. See, we don't know Dr. Constantine's first name. Cyrus Hardman. Could be H for Hardman. Could be... No, it wouldn't be a... Or it might be a female handkerchief. It's hard to tell, though. So, we've got Hardman, Hildegard. We don't know her first name. We've got Hotaru. Is he missing a button on his uniform? I don't know, I can't tell. Hector says it's not his. Mrs. Hubbard. A few of them with the letter H in their name. According to the information that I've collected, who could the handkerchief belong to? I've no idea, guys. I can't really remember speaking to him. But it's possible we might still have to interrogate him. Hildegard, I don't think it's her. It kind of reminds me more of a man's handkerchief, so that leaves us with Hotaru, Hector, possibly Dr. Constantine. I'm going to go with Hotaru, I think. Select. Oh, right. So I've 7 people to be identified, right? So Hector, Caroline, because of the H's in their names. That's 4, 5. Could be Mrs. Drenny because we don't know her first name. And it's possible it could be Dr. Constantine. Get in. First time.
My little grey cells did not let me down.
Right. We're going to interrogate the ones with the unknown first names. So that was Mrs. Adreni and Dr. Constantine. So let's go see the doctor first, because we know he's with the lady who got drugged. Who's she?
Enchanté, mademoiselle. You are Hildegard Schmidt?
I am, jawohl. And you, I know, are Herr Poirot.
Correct. May I ask you for a few minutes of your time to
Let's
answer a few
speak to them as we
questions?
go.
With pleasure,
Find them.
but first may I ask for your help?
Oh, why does this not surprise me?
I don't know.
I am at your service, Fraulein.
My mistress, Princess Dragomirov, has asked me to open this traditional Matryoshka doll. There is a trinket inside she must retrieve.
Madame, in my experience, each Russian nesting doll simply pulls apart to reveal the next one inside.
Indeed. Yet try it for yourself.
As you wish.
Ah, you are a gentleman.
Okay, open the Goopy doll. Right. Okay, I get it. Right, so that one. Oh, come back that way. Go on, stop it. That one. Oh, you son of a bitch. Why can't I? Maybe I need to go right round again. Oh, there we are. Alright, so back and open. Oh, right, I've still to move this little one at the bottom. There you go. Oh shit, but you do it with all of them. Alright, this one actually looks not bad. Well, obviously we must have to move it somewhere. To where? Right, we didn't have pink on that one, did we? Got orange. Everything matches. No? I don't know how they want it. How was the first one again? Can't remember. Let's try that. That.
I'm now level 33 on Red Dead Online a second ago.
Nice one, Chase. No?
Hi, dear Lynette, waving hand, grinning cat.
Hey, gone, welcome in. Minutes.
Got 7 more levels left to unlock the third passive card.
There's one that's got a tiny bit of pink flower on it at the bottom there, but I'm not seeing a tiny bit of pink flower on that, so it can't be that one. Purple flowers all the way up. Could that be it? No? That one looks incomplete. It's not that either. I can't remember what order they went in on the first one. That's the problem. We'll try all the orange lilies. No.
Blue Eratas.
Oh, lordy lord. This is quite crazy, guys. See these puzzles? I don't know how they expect people to figure them out. No. Still no. Let's try pink at the top. Then the lilies. There we go. Okay. Last one. Ah. We've just got to keep turning it until it matches. No? Son of a bitch. Maybe I need to put that one there first. Come down here.
The stars.
This is frustrating. It's as bad as the other one we had to do. It's like a Rubik's Cube, but not. There we go. Finally got it. There's the little Koopy doll. Right, so what are we doing with this little guy? Ah.
The inscription reads, "To my dearest friend."
Oh, thank you very much. This doll reminds her of her youth in Russia. It was very hard under the Soviet regime, but thanks to her strength of will, she rose to be the head of a museum of antiquities in St. Petersburg. Even though she now lives in Berlin, it is said that the Kremlin still fears her.
She must be a formidable woman indeed. You are her maid?
I am her companion. I help her in her daily tasks, and I keep her company.
Ah, forgive me. You will have heard of Ratchet's murder last night.
Yes, of course. Everyone is talking about it.
Have you lost a handkerchief embroidered with an H, madame?
Oh, no, monsieur.
I thought perhaps since your first name is Hildegard.
It is not mine, I tell you. I could not afford something so nice. I have no idea who it belongs to.
My apologies, I did not mean
How
to
does
alarm.
she know it's a nice handkerchief?
Thank you for answering
Right.
my questions, madame.
Right, next one. Was that Hotaru there? No, it's not. Hotaru will be in the kitchen. So I'm going to go and see him first before I end up wandering back up the entire train to get the other ones. There's nobody in here. So Hotaru should be in the kitchen. Let me have a look. Oh, she's in the kitchen, so Hotaru might be in this the storage area. Ah, there he is.
Sorry to bother you, Monsieur Mori. I have a question to ask you.
Please make it quick. I have a meal to prepare.
This handkerchief embroidered with an H, is it yours?
No, I've never seen it before.
Is that greyed out? Okay.
This handkerchief embroidered with an H, is it yours?
No, I've never seen it before.
Okay. So we've still got to go through all these. There's still, yeah, Constantine and Countess Adreni, and right, we spoke to Mr. Mori and Miss Schmidt. So we've still got Constantine, Hardman, McQueen, and Hubbard. Okay, let's go and get those done.
Thank you. That is all I wanted to know.
I hope your investigation won't interfere with today's menu.
I've just noticed their uniform logo's a unicorn. Scots Wahey. Alright. Yeah, if you don't know, our Scottish national animal is a unicorn, guys. Just in case you didn't know that already.
Monsieur Foscarelli, I would like to ask you a few questions, if you allow me.
Ah, Signore Poirot, is it? I was wondering when you'd get around to me. Unfortunately, you find me on a mission of mercy.
Hello, Monsieur Poirot. Sorry, we have a small problem. The orange juicer has broken down and I can't fix it. Mr. Foscarelli has kindly offered to help me.
It isn't the car engine, but I am doing my best.
Even with the two of us, we can't manage.
Let me guess. You call upon Poirot to help.
I'd be happy to
So now I've
answer
got to
your
help fix a
questions
juicer.
when we finished.
His game's getting worse. Alright, so let's see, what we do? Alright, so we've got gears. Got to figure out where the cogs go on the wheel. So we'll have different sized ones. Alright, so this one may go there. It may not, but we don't know. This one looks quite big as well. It may go there. Maybe the bigger ones, that one. Oh, no, sorry. No, that one doesn't fit. I'm just making a mess of this, guys. This could take a while. I should maybe come back to it. Right, come on. How to... Why is it not wanting to move up? Okay, right. So this one, there. Now we need to get it so that that wheel will touch. There we go. We've got two connected. So we need this one there. No, that's too small. That probably go there. We'll figure it out. No, that one's already got one on it. So this one. No, that's too big. That there. Give me this little one. No, it's not making the other one turn. No, this one. And this one. It's weird. I can't move any of the other ones off, so... Oh, there's still one down here. It's not going to make much difference though, is it? No. It's not big enough either. Let me try this. Alright. Let me bring that one back down there first of all. And I'll move this one to here. No. And this one on there. I don't know what that needs something much bigger. It's not that. Okay. Can I take those bigger brown ones off? Is that what that's telling me? Take that one off of there. That obviously doesn't fit. That's not going to be big enough for anything. I'm just going to take all the ones, although that's technically that's working, they're turning, but I don't know. Let me bring them all off again. Right, has that me got them all off, the ones that I have to take off? Right, let me try this little one up there. No, that's not catching at all. Okay, let me put that one back up there because that's got those ones turning. Right, so now we need another big one. It's just not making that one turn. No, it's not going to go up there. It's not going to catch that. So let me see if a little one will... That's not turning either. That's not going to work. It's not going to work. So it looks as though that's going to have to... Right, that is fitting on that one, but it's not... That side, it's fitting on the right hand side, but not the left hand side. Yeah. Right, so that one's poking out a bit, so if I put one on there, no?
Done.
Hey, hello KSA, welcome in. I can't take any of the bigger ones off of that. This is... Hang on, this last one should... See, I think those go there. But then I have to figure out how to... No, it doesn't go there. It doesn't go on there. So why are these not turning, these ones up here? Because those fit. Now that I've connected them, they should. Maybe I need to take one of those little ones off. No, I can't take it off. Great. Nope. Why can't I take them off now? Oh, there, I've got it. Right, so that one on there doesn't fit. So I need... I'll leave that one there. Right, let me take one of these ones off of here and try that on there. Up. Oh, Jesus, Mary Joseph. Right, try that one up there. See, the back one isn't turning, which is very annoying. And that's too big for there, so what it fits the dark brown wheel, but then maybe I need one of the smaller ones at the back and then have that connected to that. Alright, let's try this. See, it doesn't want to go on there. That might actually belong there. That fits on that. That's connected to that one.
Cog 1 is big.
Yeah, I've put the big one on there. It's there. It's... See, when I take that one off, that was the first one I put on and it got it turning. Unless... No, that's got to be right, because it's got the other one turning. take that back off of there. That's too big, way too big for there. Still too big. I think that one will go there. Unless it needs a... If I could turn it round so I could see sort of like what level they were on. Unless... Let me see what happens if I bring this one down here just now. I know that one says big, but... See, it doesn't fit that wheel, so we know that's got to be big. Right, there we go. Those two are definitely connected. Now, I'm thinking I need a small one on here so that I can put this big one here. There we go. Alright, so the last one has to come down here. This one will go there, and that one will go on top. No. Ah, there. And I need the last one there.
Voila.
There we go.
Correctly now.
I could be a clockmaker after all. But that's a juicer, but I could be a clockmaker.
Thank you so much, Monsieur Poirot. I can put orange juice back on the menu.
Right, we'll leave the guys to it. Oh, wait a minute. Do I have to speak to him again? No.
Bravo! I should stick to automobiles.
Well, now we can talk calmly. Monsieur Foscarelli, is it?
Antonio
Simon.
Foscarelli, delighted, Monsieur Poirot.
You have, of course, heard about Ratchet's murder last night.
Partying face.
Naturally. It is all anyone is talking about.
Have you ever been to the United States?
Yes, it has been a primary market for our cars for the last 10 years.
You remember the Armstrong case?
Armstrong? The name, yes? It was a little girl. A baby, was it not?
Yes, a very tragic affair. Did you know that Cassetti, the kidnapper, was actually Ratchet?
Oh, no. Then he deserved to die. I mean, wouldn't you agree?
Hi, Simon.
Tell me your movements on the night of the murder.
I went to bed right after dinner, but I slept very badly. My roommate, Mr. Masterman,
Hi,
had
Scott.
a toothache. Oh, he moaned all night. It woke me up several times.
Did you hear anything or notice anything unusual?
No, nothing that I can think of.
If you're just
I
joining the
stayed in
stream,
my
guys,
bed all
we're
night.
investigating everybody whose name begins with the letter H to see if the embroidered handkerchief belongs to them, and have to interrogate the two people who we don't know the first name of.
Well, thank you, Mr.
So
Foscarelli.
I'm just working my
I'm
way
sorry I couldn't
along
help
the
more,
train,
signore.
speaking to
I
all the
remain at your disposal if you should need me.
next suspects. All right. And the younger man there was Jean Fauché. We've spoke to her.
Did you need something else, Monsieur Poirot?
No. No, just wanted to make sure we didn't have anything else to ask you, ma'am. Right.
Monsieur, I am Hercule.
I know who you are, Monsieur Poirot. What do you want?
Answers to a simple question or two.
All right, but quickly. My wife is quite ill. I would like to stay by her side.
I promise. First of all, I imagine you know about the murder.
Of course. The Countess is terribly distressed.
Your full name?
Rodolphe Adreny.
Your home is?
Budapest.
And how do you come to be aboard the Orient Express?
I am a Hungarian diplomat. My family has represented our homeland since the revolution from the Soviet Union in 1956. I was on my country's business in Istanbul. Business which I cannot discuss.
And your wife often accompanies you on your diplomatic missions?
Yes, and why not? Was there anything else you wanted to know?
What is... Right. Hungarian, 34, and a diplomat.
That's the right answer.
Can you tell me how you spent last night?
I was in our compartment with my wife. She went to bed early. I played a video game on my phone. Around 11 o'clock in the evening, my wife woke up and couldn't get back to sleep. She took a sleeping pill. As for me, I went to bed soon after that.
So he doesn't
slept
have an
straight through
alibi if
until
his wife was unconscious with a sleeping pill.
Have you ever
Really?
been to the United States?
I was posted to the Hungarian embassy in Washington for a year.
You knew perhaps the Armstrong family.
Armstrong? Armstrong. It is difficult to recall. One meets so many people.
What's her
It was
first name?
the kidnapping of a child, a very
I know what
sad
Mrs.
affair.
Adreni's first name
culprit
is.
was the man on this train who called himself Ratchet, the one who was murdered last night.
Indeed. It sounds like justice finally caught up with him.
Thank you for your time. Now, I'd like to speak to your wife, if you don't mind.
It's impossible. As I told you, my wife is very ill. Thank you, and good luck with the investigation.
So we'll have to come back to Mrs. Adreni at another
The good
time.
Count does not appear to want me to talk to his wife.
Yeah, that's so I can go back to her. What's the same? Yeah, I must find a way to interrogate her. Okay. We're just going to work our way through them all. So that's room 205. 204 is the doctor in here. Oh, it's Mrs. Hubbard's.
Madame Hubbard, may I ask you a question or two? It won't take long.
Anything I can do to help?
Have you misplaced a
We already
handkerchief
asked her
recently?
when we were
I
interrogating
don't think
her.
so. Why?
We found a handkerchief embroidered with the letter H, so I thought it might have been yours.
I'm sorry, but it's not. It may belong to Miss Schmidt, Princess Dragomirov's lady's maid. I believe her first name is Hildegard.
It is a possibility. Anyone could be lying, of course. I thank you, madame.
All right, next. That's our room.
Hello. Can I do something for you?
Hello, Monsieur Hardman, I believe. Heard of the murder?
Hard man, do you think? Because he's a hard man.
Is all over the
He's the
train.
killer.
You do not seem very concerned about it, monsieur.
It's not the first murder I've run across.
I had no idea the selling of toys was so dangerous. I did overhear you mention at dinner that this is your profession.
Toy salesman is a cover. I'm a private detective, just like you,
Aha.
from the U.S.
He looks 30. It's hard to say. Actually, his eyes tell me he looks a bit older. I'm trying to get... Oh, there we go. And private detective. There we go.
I'm right again. That happens to me a lot.
30.
I did not expect to find another detective on this train.
I just finished a job in Istanbul when I received an email from Rash.
55.
He hired me to protect him.
I know it's the bags under the eyes and the wrinkles
I'm
at the
not
eyes
happy
that gives it
about
away.
that.
As if I was to move up to the screen, you'd see
I
I've
was
got the
supposed to
same.
watch
I'm
his back,
57.
And yeah,
So
something I
it's easy to
failed
spot
do.
when
He
you know what
seemed
you're
to
looking
think he
for.
was in more danger when he left the train.
He was traveling to Paris?
Must have had some work done.
Who, me or him?
Can anyone on this train confirm your identity?
Yeah, that McQueen kid, Ratchet's secretary.
Why, I wonder?
Were you on duty last night?
You bet. I kept my door open a crack and I watched all night. No one entered that car.
I'm rolling on the floor laughing.
See anything in particular?
The conductor, Rochelle. He was there most of the time, too, except for 15 minutes or so after we left Vinkovsky. He must have answered a call from Ratchet's room. Then he was absent again for a while around 1 a.m. After that, he didn't move until 5.
Interesting.
Monsieur Hardman, have you heard of the Armstrong case?
Armstrong? The kidnapping 3 or 4 years ago? Who hasn't? Why?
Ratchet's real name was Cassetti. I have reason to believe he was the kidnapper.
What? He killed that little girl? No.
He actually looks genuinely surprised.
I wouldn't have taken the job.
Do you have any idea who was behind the threatening letters?
I don't know his name, but Ratchet told me he was a small man. Dark hair, with a womanish kind of voice.
Oh, thank you for your help. Is this handkerchief embroidered with an H yours?
Do I look like the kind of guy who would use a handkerchief like that?
That's a good point. All right.
Thank you for answering my questions, Monsieur Hardman.
Listen, Poirot. I know I fell down on the job, but if you need help, any at all, let me know. I'd like to make it right.
Nice of him, but still a suspect in my book. Alright. This book again. What's he doing now?
So, my friend, have you finished your investigation?
No, but I have managed to solve a few mysteries.
Okay. I stay here to watch this young lady.
Right, you're gonna have to let me sneak past you.
I hope your investigation is going well, Mr. Poirot.
Right, she doesn't want to say much.
Ah, Monsieur McQueen, may I ask you a question?
Anything I can do to help, Mr. Poirot?
This handkerchief embroidered with an H, is it yours?
No, I don't use cloth handkerchiefs.
Okay. Have a little look. So we still have to speak to the Countess. I may still have to speak to... I'm missing the alibis of Mr. Foscarelli, Mr. Hardman, Princess Dragirimov, Miss Schmidt, and the Count and Countess Hadreni. So I've still to see the Princess, the Countess, and Mr... No, I've done Mr. Foscarelli, Mr. Hardman, and the Count. So it's the 3 ladies. Right, what is this that's popped up? Cannot start a workshop while doing another activity. Okay. Don't know what a workshop is.
Thank you.
Right.
I won't bother you anymore.
Right, let's see who else we're still to speak to. Can't get in there. Can't get... Somebody not... Can't get in that one. The doctor. Can I get into the doctor? Are you serious? You're not going to let me into the doc? I can't even get the doctor's thingy to appear. Right, obviously not meant to be interrogating the doc yet. Did we go in that one? We did. Let me just double check. Oh, I need to speak to this.
I am not prepared to receive anyone. Come back later.
Very well, madam. I'll come back later. But you will need to speak to me.
That'll be the princess. And you're in the bathroom? No. What happened there? I've spoken to him. This is our room. Nothing going on in here. Wait a minute, what was that? There's some. Oh, it's the window. Right, okay, we don't need to look out that yet. Why does it keep stalling like this? Mrs. Hubbard, spoke to her. We need to try and speak to the Countess.
Monsieur, if I am to catch this murderer, I will need your help.
My help? I am at your service, Poirot.
You are very protective of your wife, Count Andrény.
Does that surprise you? Her vertigo can be very dangerous.
I believe there are many kinds of vertigo.
If you don't mind, I'd rather talk to a doctor, not a detective. If you'd excuse me.
I blew that, didn't I? Let's try again.
Monsieur,
ask for
if
his
I
help.
am to
This time
catch
we'll
this
speak about him
murderer,
loving
I
her.
will need your help.
My help? I am at your service, Poirot.
You are obviously a devoted husband, Count Andrény.
My wife means the world to me. There were questions in Budapest about a Hungarian diplomat marrying an American woman.
It did not deter you.
I would have given up my position for her. I would think it is universal. Are you married, Mr. Poirot?
No. I fear marriage is not for me. But her condition, is it very grave?
She is suffering a bout of vertigo. You understand? The room spins.
Offer doc's help.
I think Dr. Constantine could help your wife.
There is a doctor on this train? I did not know. Where is this doctor?
I think Dr. Constantine is in the lounge car. If not, perhaps the conductor can tell you where he is.
Very well, I will find him. Thank you very much.
Forgive me for intruding, madame. I am Hercule Poirot.
I know who you are, Mr. Poirot. I overheard you send my husband on a wild goose chase.
Your husband cares for you greatly, madame. I apologize for exploiting that fact. But the situation is urgent, and I need to ask you a few questions.
Apology accepted. I realize you must speak to everyone. This horrendous murder. It's very upsetting.
That is a beautiful music box.
Please don't touch the music box. It's a fragile family heirloom.
Your accent, is it American? Boston, perhaps?
You have a good ear, Mr. Poirot. Yes. Born and raised in what we call the Back Bay.
Are you in the diplomatic service like your husband?
No, not officially. I was still in college when I met Rudy 2 years ago. I keep myself busy handling his scheduling, travel, appointments.
Ah, what is the saying? Behind every great man there is a great woman.
That was the saying. Today one might reverse the sentiment as well, don't you think?
Of course, I stand corrected.
All right. Oh, shit. She's got an American accent, but she's Swedish. I'm going to say Swedish to start with anyway. And I'd say she looks 39. And no profession.
I do not think that's
all right,
the
American
right
then. Let's.
I must admit I'm not right this time.
She's not older than 39. She can't be 56. No way. But he's in his 50s, isn't he? Let's try it.
Think, Poirot. That
I'm
is
going to change
not a
that.
good answer.
Going to change the top one back to Swedish.
I do not think that's the right
All right.
answer.
This is confusing me now. Right. Her profession. Is she a designer? Is she a diplomat? I suppose in a way she kind of is a diplomat. But I'm going to change her age back to her 39.
I must admit I'm
and
not
change
right
it
this
to
time.
American again.
think, Poirot. That
What
is
the
not a
fudge?
good answer. No, not again.
Help me out, guys. She's not 21. She can't be 21.
This is wrong. But I'm never far from the truth.
She is. She's 21. American 21.
That's the
No,
right
no
answer.
profession.
A handkerchief embroidered with an H was found at the crime scene. By any chance, does your first name begin with an H?
No, my first name is Elena, with an E.
Can you tell me what you did last night?
Well, my husband and I went to dinner. Then we came back here. We went to bed around 10 o'clock. I tried to sleep, but I couldn't, because of the shaking of the train. I suffer from vertigo. I finally took a sleeping pill, and that did the trick.
When did the train's motion prevent you from sleeping?
Between midnight and 2 a.m. I know because I must have looked at my watch about 10 times.
I see.
Is that not when the train stopped? Hang on. I don't know. I don't know. Husband and I went to dinner. We went back to our compartment. We were in bed by 10. Between midnight and 2, I tried to sleep, but couldn't because of the shaking of the train. Finally took... Right, no, she was out for the count before that.
Come now, Countess. You are not telling me the truth.
Why do you say that?
Even with the sleeping pill, you could not sleep?
I told you that I took the sleeping pill much later.
The Countess did not fall for my first attempt to confuse her.
So I thought her husband said he gave her the sleeping pill.
The train stopped at 12:30
Around about 10.
a.m. due to snow. So there was no shaking of the train. But you told me that it was the shaking that prevented you from sleeping.
I don't know, you're confusing me. My vertigo.
Madame, a man died last night. You can't talk nonsense just because you're sick. You are hiding something from me.
How dare you? I didn't do anything wrong. I'm going to find my husband.
The lady doth protest too much, Hercule.
That was unkind, I know, but my strategy worked. I can now inspect this room in peace.
Sly old fox, Hercule, sly old fox. Alright, all the earrings are there, 3 sets and a necklace. Asleep.
These must be the sleeping pills that Countess Andreni took last night.
Can't go into it, okay. Nothing else there. Can't get into any of those drawers. Nothing under or on the bed. Oh, wait a minute. No. Alright, let's check this. Oh. So what do we need here? Something to open this. Right, so no, it's not those. Oh, wait a minute. Let me look at the 3 flowers there. Nothing to do with those, is it? No, I've only got the 3 symbols.
It's closed.
Obviously. Maybe there's something I could think about to open it. But then what would she be hiding in there that would interest us? Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. Great book. Alright, anything else? Add it in the shower. No sneaky moustaches in here. Right, is that it? Is that all that's in this room? Look at the F. Scott Fitzgerald book again, just to see if there's any. Right, there's no clues on that. I'll have a look at this again. Let me have a look and see if there's anything on the front that could give it away. So I also need a key.
There seems to be something missing here.
Yeah, you would need a key to wind that up to get the music playing. So the key's probably inside this bit. So that is the question. What? Oh. It's not as obvious as just straightforward. Let's try 3 birds. 3 little birds upon my doorstep. Nope. Let's start with the obvious ones first. Right, so let's go leaf. Whatever that's meant to be. And the birdie. Let's try this one with those. Oh, I can't. What's happened there? Right, and that one with those. Haven't a clue what to do with it. It'll probably be something that comes into it later on. I've still got other people to interrogate, so let's go back and see if we can speak to the princess, if it lets me out the room. No, I've still got to do stuff in here. Right, what are we missing? Nothing on the earrings, nothing on the jewellery stands that's going to indicate any clues to anything. There's nothing on the sleeping tablet box that's going to help. Can't get into any of the drawers. No symbol. No symbol on the beds. Nothing on the end of the beds. How it wants me to figure out that. Is there any luggage? I don't even see any luggage. That might have a password. Anything under the pillow? No. No. Nothing under the pillow. Nothing under the cushion. In here, searching without a warrant doesn't help. Nothing on that. Nothing on that. So it's expecting me to figure this out by myself. Is that what it's telling me? What is that in the top of palette? Right, let's see we're here. Right, we've got the flower, the birds, and the leaf. Inside, it's sun, geometrical shape. What is that? A planet? Ah, wait a minute. Right, so we're going to start with the leaf in the middle, by the looks of it. Then the birds on the right, and the rose on the left. Okay. So left. Click it. Right, so left was the rose. Is that what I said? Swap these two around. There we go. You'd figure it out eventually. Take the wheel. it up. Turn it. Nothing in it. Right, okay, so we figured that out, but I don't think it's doing anything. Right, so let's see if we can get back out the room now. No? So we're still to do something with this. But what exactly? No? Maybe it's a certain sequence. Oh, what was in the drawer? Let's have a look. The drawer was open, no? Alright, hang on. Let's see what the sequence was at the bottom. See, I don't read musical notes or anything like that, so I don't know. So let's... Do you know what? Let me get my phone, I'll take a photo of it, and then I can figure it out from there. Who knew the game would be so complicated? Alright, hang on. Right, let's have a look-see at this now. Alright, so... hang on. Turn it. Slave woman. Right. Hang on, that looks... Just till I double check this one. Right, let's try that. Hey, okay. So I've got to do it from in there, whatever it is. Okay. What happened there? I'm just having a look to see if anything looks... There wasn't, that was the only notes thing we had. No, so let's try turning it a little bit. No, a little bit more. So I can get the different patterns to see which one it is. There we go. Ooh, a locket. For my beautiful young ladies, Helena and
For my beautiful
Sonia.
young ladies, Helena and Sonia. Helena
So she lied
with
about her
an
name.
H.
Not Elena, it's Helena. Sneaky, sneaky Countess. I'm assuming that was all I had to do with that. Let's see if I can get out the door now. No, son of a bitch, seriously.
An engraving written in, I believe, Russian Cyrillic.
And it still looks like Helena to
first
me.
name.
Right, there's no more. Right, this time, definitely we've done it. Should I not be putting that back together? Should I be leaving it open? Alright. I wonder if that's why. I wonder if it's got anything to do with the Great Gatsby. But we've looked at all of that. It greyed out. Or maybe I need to, I don't know. Maybe there's something else I need to do. I don't need to close all this up again. They're going to know I was in it. Right, there's something not right with this that I've not quite done right. We've got the name. Hang on.
It's Countess Andreni with an older girl.
Poirot! Have you no
There we
shame?
go. Obviously not.
Monsieur, I am
Adreni.
afraid shame is not a very helpful emotion for a detective trying to get at the truth.
What are you doing in our compartment?
I am investigating a murder, Count Andreni.
My wife is ill.
My apologies, monsieur, but your wife seemed in perfect health when she left the room to find you. I do apologize, but I needed to search your compartment.
You will regret this, Poirot.
Please, Count. You aren't going to challenge me to a duel, are you? Countess, I'm afraid I took the liberty of inspecting your little music box.
How dare you?
The message in the medallion was addressed to you and Sonia. Sonia Armstrong, your older sister, the mother of Daisy, the murdered child.
Ooh, and the plot thickens.
I am a Hungarian diplomat. You have no official standing here. You have no right to search.
No, Rudolph. Let me speak.
It's
useless
it's
to
true
deny what
story,
this
but
gentleman
because he's a
says.
diplomat, she didn't want to ruin
I'm
his career
Helena
with the public
Goldenberg,
coming out.
the sister of Sonia Armstrong, and Daisy was my niece. The music box is a gift from my sister's godmother, a very close friend to my mother. We hid the truth from you when we learned that the man killed last night was the person who destroyed my family. I panicked. I didn't want to be accused.
That is also why you lied about the H in your first name?
Exactly. Your ferreting about looking for the H is obviously part of your investigation.
If I found a handkerchief in Monsieur Ratchet's room embroidered with an H, I might suspect you had been there.
A handkerchief? I don't have any handkerchiefs embroidered with my initial. To be honest,
you
that
also
sounds
lied about your
awfully
name.
old-fashioned to me.
I give you my word of honor that last night, Helena never left her compartment. My wife is telling you the truth, Poirot.
Yeah, so you must have did it for her,
I'll
mister.
let you rest.
We'll see how this goes. Poirot's
The matter
thinking
of
the same.
H on the handkerchief still needs clearing up. But first I should check the inscription on the back of the medallion.
Alright, so we need to find somebody who speaks Russian. No doubt. These Poirot's... Oh shit, are you kidding me? Alright, so we've got... Gosh, this is very hard to... I'm missing something. There's one missing there. No, that could be it. Right, hang on. Then we've got...
Sorry, I just come back.
There's so many, I don't know if I'm doing this right or not. See, that's like a...
Knowledge of Russian.
My knowledge of Russian's really bad, but I think it says Helena, but I've no idea. Without saying N. A.
Mine's non-existent.
We've got N-A, and that looks like a T, but I don't see anything that looks like a T. It's not a backwards R, is it? It looks like a T. So we'll go with that. This looks like a small A. We don't have a small A. Oh, we do have a small A there. That looks like a lowercase n, which will be that one. And this is sort of like a capital N. It's Natalia. Here we go.
Natalia. Would it be Natalia Dragomirov? She is the only Russian passenger on the train. In addition, her first name begins with an H in Cyrillic. Et voilà.
The plot thickens. This is why the princess doesn't want to speak to us. Alright, so Princess Dragomirov is Daisy's godmother. Let's go and find her. Wasn't that room? What room was she in again? Shit! Hang on, have I got... Where's the princess? Room 107. Alright, so 107. Come the wrong way then, haven't I? If the rooms are all back here. So this is the high numbers. Why do I keep stopping? Oh, it's the autosave. Right, okay. Wondered why that kept sort of like pausing me every so often. She didn't want to speak to us before, so...
I am not prepared to receive anyone. Come back later.
I'm sorry, madam, but a man has been murdered. I must ask you a few questions.
You must have misunderstood me. I cannot speak to you just now.
Madame, I know that Sonia Armstrong is your goddaughter.
Oops, while they're talking, let me grab a drink of juice, guys. That's because it's such a big
Come
bottle.
here,
I need to drink it off stream or it'd be like advertising, wouldn't it?
Please forgive my intrusion, madame, but I really must ask you some questions.
Then ask. I'll answer if it pleases me.
We have not been properly introduced, yet I have observed her a couple of times, so I can already deduce some things about her.
Oh shit, are you serious?
This is wrong.
All right.
But I'm never
So maybe she's not 85. I could be...
I do
Nah, she's definitely 85. She's definitely Russian, so it's the job. Director of a museum.
My little grey cells did not let me down.
I'm standing here, guys. I'm just busy.
I will first ask you about last night. Will you tell me your movements?
I went to bed just after dinner.
She's 85, poor old. She's not moving very far.
And tried to sleep. Later I awoke.
What caused you to awaken?
I suffered from back pain, a consequence of old age.
There you go. She's even got one bagel.
Active life. I called Schmidt around 12:45 a.m. to give me a massage. She did so until I fell asleep.
How long was she with you?
A good hour, I would say.
I see. The first initial of your first name, Natalia, in the Cyrillic alphabet looks exactly like the letter H in the Latin alphabet.
I'm Russian, Monsieur Poirot, and I was the head of a museum of antiquities in St. Petersburg for decades, until I moved to Berlin recently. I'm familiar with Cyrillic.
This handkerchief is yours, isn't it?
Yes, indeed. I lost it.
It was found in Monsieur Ratchet's room. Can you explain to me why Madame Schmidt didn't identify the handkerchief? She must have known it was yours.
Possibly to protect me. She is very loyal. Your next question will be, how did my handkerchief come to be lying by a murdered man's body? My reply to that is that I have no idea.
That is not an answer, madame.
It is all I am able to give you.
Fair dues.
I must tell you, Princess Dragomirov, I have discovered something astonishing.
And that is?
You are Sonia Armstrong's godmother.
You make that sound like a revelation.
Hello.
I have never hidden the fact, monsieur.
Hi there.
You knew Colonel Armstrong
Welcome in.
well, then?
I knew him slightly, but his wife, Sonia Armstrong, was my goddaughter. I was on terms of friendship with her mother, the actress Linda Arden. Linda Arden was a genius.
Right, okay.
One of the greatest tragic actresses in the world. I was not only an admirer of her art, I was a personal friend.
Very well. But this links you to the Armstrong kidnapping case. Helena Andreni is the sister of Sonia Armstrong, the late mother of Daisy Armstrong, kidnapped and killed by the man who was murdered on this train, Ratchet.
Indeed. Was it he? Then justice has at last been served.
Allow me.
All these family members of the murdered child all on the same train with the kidnapper. Whoever comes up with these ideas.
You are close to the Armstrong family, and the presumed assassin of Daisy Armstrong was killed while you were on board the same train. Second coincidence. Your handkerchief happens to be found at the foot of the victim's bed. Third coincidence. One of the stab wounds inflicted on the body was by a left-handed person. You are left-handed. That is a lot of coincidences, Princess Dragomirov.
Well, Monsieur Poirot, call it fate. If you report to the police your coincidences, they will laugh. A woman of my age and frailty has violently murdered a man? With how many potential witnesses who saw me doddering along the corridor in the middle of the night like Lady Macbeth?
You are right, Princess. You could not work alone, which means you have one or more accomplices. And it is only a matter
there was
of
right-handed
time
inflicted
before I
wounds
find
and
out
left-handed.
who they are.
I would appreciate it if you would remove yourself from my room and take your fantasies with you.
Let's have a look. Cross-checking new alibis. Right, so... Right, the Countess matched with Mr. and Jenny. Dragomirov with her assistant. It would be Foscarelli with Mr. Michel, I think. And I'm sure Mr. Hardman says he spoke to Masterman.
No, not good.
Maybe I've got these two mixed up then. No, sorry, not that. Silly move. Right, so her and her for definite, her and him for definite. So did Hardman talk to Mr. Michel and Foscarelli to Masterman? There we go.
My little grey cells did not let me down.
I said the wheels turn slow, guys, but they do turn. Right, so we've got all of these now. So who else? Inspector in Jenny's room, we've done that. Mother. So if I've done all of these for now, is there still people I need to interrogate? Right, what's this middle one at the top? Let's get out here first. Alright, let's get back in here so we can... Right, the watch shows the time Ratchet was found dead. What are the three hypotheses I'm looking for? The watch shows the time he fell asleep. The watch was tampered by the murderer. What shows the time of the murder. What shows the time when the murderer fled. And the watch was out of adjustment before the murderer. Right, it shows what time he was found dead. It shows the time of the murder. And also when he fled.
think, Poirot. That
No,
is not a
got
good
one
answer.
right. Are you shitting me?
Let me consider
Right.
all the possibilities.
Right, it shows the time of the murder. But then, that'll be when he was found dead. So how is that only one? Was out of adjustment? Tampered? They're the only two I haven't... Oh, shit, hang on. There we go.
Yes, there are only 3 possible hypotheses. The watch has been tampered with, or it is out of adjustment, or it indicates the time of the murder. I shall explore these last 2 possibilities before reaching any conclusions. If the watch is out of adjustment, it may be broken. There may also be another reason related directly to Ratchet. Maybe the watch is set to another time zone.
That's a point. Alright, so who am I checking with? Was the watch defective before the crystal was broken? Is that all I have to do with that? Right, what is the detail that could indicate that the watch was not already stopped before the crystal was broken? So
the watch was not defective because the second hand is still moving. I'm right again. That happens to me.
that's what made me wonder, because it was just still the only one that was moving. Alright, contradictory information. If Ratchet is dead at 1:15 a.m, what information is contradictory? Someone impersonated Ratchet at 12:37 a.m. Now, we do think that because somebody answered Mr... Oh God, what's the conductor's name? Is that Fauché? Mr. Fauché? The train has been stuck in the snow since 12:30. Mrs. Olsen saw Ratchet alive at 10:40. I'm sure it was the impersonated.
That was easy.
Well, that's going right back to the start of this case. Time zones. In which time zone is Istanbul located? Well, that's Bulgaria. That's 2 hours ahead of us, isn't it?
Brilliant.
Yeah. Right, in which time zone is the Orient Express currently located? Well, we're in between Belgrade and Vinkovsky, so...
Fantastic.
UTC Part 1.
If
Right.
this theory is correct, then the murder took place at 12:15 a.m.
Which we thought originally
all the
anyway.
passengers to see if any of
Oh no,
them
I thought
have
it was
an alibi
1:15,
for
but
this
then we'd be
hour.
going back. Right, okay. Got it. Right, cross-check known alibis. Who are the people whose alibis overlap? Right, let's see who's where. Right, the doctor, right, Captain Abernaut, Miss Debenham, Mr. Murray and Mr. Nielsen were playing cards with Mr. Fauché. That much I remember. So that is overlapping, yeah. Isn't it? I'm not sure. We can figure it out. Miss Debenham. I'm sure she was speaking to her about painkillers. Captain Abernaut. Oh, God, this is confusing. Mr. Book. Oh, no. No. How is it night? Miss Captain Abernaut was playing cards with Mr. McQueen. And Mr. Book was speaking to Mrs. Hubbard.
I do not think that's the right answer.
Maybe I've got it back to front then, I don't know. Abernaut was definitely playing, was speaking to McQueen. They were definitely playing cards with him. book, I'm sure, was talking to Mrs. Hubbard. Or was he talking to the doc when she was asking for painkillers? But was it Mrs. Olsen? Yeah, Mrs. Olsen.
That's the right answer.
It's very hard to remember all these little details. I could never be a detective, obviously, in real life. I've got nothing else to do at this point except what? Speak to other people or go and see book, was it? Right. Well, there I'm doing that pause thing again, whatever that's. Don't need to speak to him yet. I still don't know what I'm meant to be bloody doing, though. Have I go back and see her? Is that why it's... I don't know. Have I go back and see her? We'll go and ask. No harm in asking. It's just got an exclamation mark beside it, so it's there for a reason. Oh, what's this? A parrot. So let's take it. We're just to investigate our room to finish it off. There's nothing in those drawers. Nothing under there. She's not speaking to us. The parrot's spoken to us. I'm assuming it's a parrot. Could be a myna birds. Could be something like that. And we can't ask her about the birds. Ah, see, there we go. That's the exclamation mark gone. And she's the only one that's got an exclamation mark next, or had one. Right. I'm going to speak to Book, because there's nothing else offhand. Oh, wait a minute, it's this blue one. What is the missing alibis? Still got, I should have got them all. Missing alibis. Schmidt, Countess as Jenny. I think I still have to speak to the doc.
Oh, Poirot, you're there. She hasn't moved, but she seems to be waking up little by little. What about you? Your investigation progresses?
I find myself helping everyone with their problems before they can help me with mine. I have shifted boxes, helped with hangovers, repaired an orange juicer, unlocked some Russian dolls, all so my investigation can proceed.
Don't forget the dessert recipe.
Yeah, that as well.
The labors of Hercules.
My friend, I would rather clean out the Orient stables. Yet,
that's a good
managed
point,
to solve
Poirot.
a few mysteries.
Oh, tell me everything.
The embroidered handkerchief belongs to Princess Dragomirov. I also found out that she was Sonia Armstrong's godmother.
On the same train with the little girl's murderer?
Exactly. Also, Elena Andreni is the younger sister of Sonia Armstrong, Daisy's mother.
Another passenger connected to the Armstrong case?
Yes, Book. What are the odds, do you think? But I cannot see either woman stabbing Ratchet over and over again in a frenzy. And they apparently have alibis. I had 3 theories concerning the broken watch. It could have been tampered with. It could have been out of adjustment before the murder. Or, of course, it could indicate the actual time of the murder. The only hypothesis I could rule out was that the watch was out of adjustment. For the others, they are impossible to verify. So the watch is of little use to the investigation.
And I was convinced that it indicated the time of the crime. 2 women involved in the Armstrong case.
Let us not forget our patient here. There are 3 women.
Look,
Yeah.
she seems to be waking
And
up.
this one's the lefty. But she's a police detective that was originally on the case.
What's happening
who vowed to find out and get justice for Daisy.
Indeed, Mademoiselle Locke. Did you take any medication? Sleeping pills, for example?
No, I never use sleeping pills.
I inspected your cup. You can clearly see that there is a residue of something at the bottom. I'm sure a lab test would confirm you were drugged. Most likely an overdose. That would explain your battle to shake off the effects.
You think Fräulein Schmidt did it?
She certainly had the most opportunity, but why would she?
But no one knew who I was. It's impossible that someone deliberately targeted me.
Choose the two most likely suspects to... Right, so the ones with sleeping pills, maybe. God. I'm thinking these two. Or maybe not. I did. Oh, it's because of... No, it's not them then. But the princess is one of them. So is it Miss Debenham? Oh.
Think, Poirot. That is not a good answer.
Yeah, why wouldn't it give me the... Right, let me try these two again. I think there's something wrong with this.
I must admit I'm not right this time.
Right, so we've got her right, but her wrong. Yeah, the first time...
This is wrong, but I'm never far from the truth.
No, other ones. Then why would he... He's supposed to be a private detective. Mr. Foscarelli, Miss Hubbard?
No, not good.
No. It wasn't Miss Debenham.
I do not think that's the right answer.
See, I would have thought it would have been Miss Dragomirov, but it's not.
But I'm never far from the truth. Think, Poirot. That is not a good answer.
Well, it's got to be the private detective then, because the rest are all staff.
I must admit I'm not right this time.
Are you telling me it was the little lady with the desserts?
This is wrong.
No? So
but
Mr.
I'm
Fauché...
never far from the truth.
Well, we've just about been through them all. Oh, Mr. Michel.
Schmidt or Monsieur
But then why would
Michel
Mr.
may have
Michel do it?
drugged the tea that Mademoiselle Locke drank.
Fraulein Schmidt or Pierre Michel could have drugged your tea. They are really
why?
the only two people on this train who could have done it. But why would either one do it?
Yeah, exactly.
Mr. Poirot,
Why?
I'm feeling much better. I'd like to bring you up to date to why
Oh,
I
here we
ended up
go,
on this
another
train.
flashback.
If you are able, I would very much like you to finish your story.
Very well then. After the Daisy Armstrong
Under
case was
instruction
officially
from
closed,
someone else.
I put out a
Yeah,
standing
but
request to the
who
police
and
departments
why?
in the Boston area
That-
for
I don't
anything
get
on
it.
Michael Clark. But he didn't turn up on their radar. I even set up an anonymous tip line for news about Clark. That's how I met Braid. A sketchy contact on the dark web, but they found nothing I could use.
Right, if we're going to a flashback, I'm going to end the stream here, guys. I'm going to go take a 10-15 minute break, and then I'll be back with the next... Then I'll be back with the next episode of... Hang on, let me pause that. Yeah, I'm going to be... What did I say I was going to play next? What was I going to play next? Anybody remember what I said in my post? Done Murder on the Orient. Oh, Last of Us 2. Yeah, give me 10-15 minutes. I'll be back with the next episode of Last of Us 2. If you've enjoyed this stream, consider hitting the subscribe button, guys. We're on the road to 500 subs now. I know that's not going to be anywhere near possible before New Year, but I'm giving the target to the end of January. Yeah, next stream's a scary one, Simon. Yeah, so I'm giving myself at the end of January to have 500 subs. I want to make the 500 subs for the end of January. So I've got the rest of the year to work on the channel and build it up. So thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye.
See you in a bit.